So, a position opens up in your company. What's your first instinct? Is it just to, fill the gap? Well, what if instead of just patching holes, you are actually designing a skyscraper? Today, we're going to explore a really powerful mindset shift, treating your talent acquisition process like you're an architect. We're going to lay out the blueprint for moving beyond just hiring and start strategically building the future of your organization.
So let's start with a really foundational question, shall we? I want you to take a moment and just think about your own process. Are you just hiring to plug a hole in the wall, or are you truly building something that's designed to last? Getting this answer right, well, it can change pretty much everything about your organization's future.
All right, here's the blueprint for our explainer today. First, we're going to get into the talent architect's mindset. Then, we'll draft the plans to attract the best of the best. After that, we'll look at how to inspect the materials, our candidates, to make sure it's a perfect fit. And finally, we'll break ground, making sure every new hire has success from day one. Let's get to it.
First up, the talent architect's mindset. This is all about that huge conceptual shift we just talked about. Thinking less like someone just filling an immediate need and way more like an architect who is carefully designing for the future.
So what do we really mean by talent acquisition in this context? Well, it's a strategic process, and you'll see some really key words here: identifying, attracting, and securing. But honestly, the most important part is that last bit, the alignment. It's all about making sure the talent you bring in fits not just your practical needs, but also your unique culture.
And this is the goal, right? You're not just hiring one person for one job, you're building a sustainable pipeline of talent that's going to feed your organization's growth for years and years to come. Every single hire is like a foundational brick in your building. But how do you get the best people into that pipeline to begin with?
Well, that brings us right to our second section, creating the actual blueprint for attracting talent. Now that you've got the mindset down, how do you create this kind of magnetic pull that just brings the right people straight to your door? It all starts with this simple but incredibly powerful three-step process. And this happens before you even think about posting a job ad. First, you have to deeply, truly understand your core needs. Then, you've got to articulate those needs in a compelling way. Only then can you actually attract the top talent that really connects with your message. So how do you turn a boring checklist into a message that gets people excited? Well, a really compelling job description isn't about what you need. It's all about what the candidate gains. It shows them how they can solve a problem, the impact they can have. It breathes your culture. It doesn't just list requirements. And it speaks directly to that ideal person, making them think, wow, that's the place for me. Okay, so your amazing job description worked. You've attracted some great applicants. Now comes the super crucial evaluation phase. This part is all about conducting interviews that let you see beyond the paper and really understand the whole person sitting across from you. In this comparison, wow, it really lays out the two different worlds, doesn't it? The old traditional way just asks, can they do the job? It sees a candidate as just a resume, a collection of skills. But the holistic architectural approach asks a much better question. Can they thrive here? It sees them as a future contributor, looking at both their skills and their cultural alignment. So if you take one thing away from this section, let it be this. You can hire the most technically skilled person in the entire world, but if they don't align with your company's culture, how you guys talk, how you collaborate, how you solve problems, they just won't be successful in the long run. You absolutely, positively need both. All right, this brings us to our final section, how to ensure success from day one. You've found the perfect person, they've accepted the offer, job done, right? Nope, not even close. The architect's job isn't finished when the contract is signed. In fact, a critical construction phase is just getting started. And this really gets to the heart of it. This is the guiding principle. Engagement isn't something you just hope happens after a few months on the job, no way. It's something you have to intentionally build right from the very start. That initial experience sets the tone for their entire journey with you. So how do you do it? How do you build that day one engagement? Through a truly effective onboarding process. And listen, this is so much more than just paperwork. It's a structured plan for integration. It means having crystal clear communication about their role and what's expected. It means deliberately fostering those early connections with the team so they feel like they belong. And, crucially, it's about reinforcing the very culture and values that made you hire them in the first place. And the payoff for getting this right? It's huge. A great onboarding experience is totally transformative. It takes someone who is just a new hire and turns them into a genuinely committed, integrated, and productive member of your team who's excited to contribute to your mission.
So you see, when you combine that architect's mindset, a magnetic plan to attract people, a holistic way of evaluating them, and a real commitment to their success from day one, this is the result. You move from just filling roles to truly building a strong, resilient team that's ready for any challenge. So we'll leave you with this final thought to take back to your own organization. Look at your entire process, from the very beginning to the very end, and ask yourself honestly, are we just filling roles as they pop up, or is our talent pipeline truly architected for sustainable, long-term growth? The answer could be the blueprint for your entire future.